School. Some people might call it the best time of their lives. Some people might call it the worst. For me, it was in between. Here are some positives and negatives about school. First of all, the best part about school, hands down, friends. It is such a relief that I had friends because it made classes so much easier to go through. You know, all the mischief and everything they did in class. After school, you have after school parties and all that stuff that you can just chill and hang out. Also, group activities. Well, most of the time they partnered me with random people, but when it was with your friends, usually you don't get stuff done. You just mess around, fuck around, and all that stuff. But when it gets done, you reflect back and say, hey, that was good times, good times. Second of all, that I like is certain subjects. Well, not every subject is gonna be your favorite. For me, I liked history because of all the stuff that happened in history, all the crazy batshit stuff, especially World War II with the funny mustache Austrian painter. You know, good times, good times. And yeah, history is basically like stories you just have to remember and all that stuff, but it's so interesting of all the other aspects that happened in history. Also, one thing that I did like that a lot of people didn't like is business because it was mainly just summarize. It wasn't any math on all that stuff. By the way, I fucking hate math. Fuck you, math. I hope you fucking die. Anyways, I liked business because it taught me how to, well, one day if I want to maybe start my business. Well, mainly because I watched Wolf of Wall Street and all that other stuff. So yeah, I wasn't really like a science kid that was interested in space and all the science equations, all that stuff. I'm more of a business guy because I like money and I'm poor now. Please donate. I'm just kidding. Uh, and also another thing that I really liked about school. I don't know if every school has it, but certain times you have like fun days where there isn't like school. I'm not talking about photo days and all that stuff, you know, just fun days like maybe like a sports day or something like that where you just take off, you enjoy uh playing around with your friends, also take part in competitions, usually to see which grade is the best, which was always stupid to me because usually most of the time the grade 12s always won. So well, well, except when we were in grade 12, but we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, I usually like fun days because it kind of we kind of took a break from the norm and just refreshened our minds a little bit. So yeah. Okay, now on to the negatives. Here is a long list. Like seriously, I have a freaking script. And there's only like a few positives, but here's the negatives. First of all, because it's in the season, exams. Dude, I fucking hate exams because, first of all, you have to spend all of your free time preparing for exams to maybe, just maybe, pass. Because let's just face it, most of us just study to pass. We're not here for uh A's and B's. We just here to pass. That's basically my goal. Like there were certain subjects that I did good in, but most of the time I just studied to pass. So yeah. And also when it is exams, right? I don't know about you, but there was just one subject. It's called computer applications technology, where it's basically Microsoft Word, Excel, and all that stuff. Dude, like I completed you. It was like 3 hours, right? 3 hours that you had to complete the whole exam. I completed it like an hour and a half because, first of all, it doesn't. Microsoft Word, Excel doesn't really interest me because I was really disappointed with the subject. I wanted to do more coding and HTML. We did do HTML, which I did really good in, but like the Microsoft Word and Excel stuff, it wasn't really interesting, but it was pretty like simple to do. But the thing is, I had to stay the whole freaking 3 hours there and wait. And you mm. And then you have to, and then you can see, like, I wasn't cheating, but you can see what the person in front of you is doing. And like, there were certain times where I like saw the smart kid there and doing all this stuff. I wasn't like uh cheating or anything. I was just checking what the smart kid was doing and like, okay, cool, he knows this. But then you get the kids, bro. They don't even know how to start up Microsoft Word and Excel. I'm like, oh my word. Yeah, those were not so good times, actually. Not so good times. But most of the times I finish it. If the exam was like 2 hours, I would usually finish an hour, hour and a half. The only time that I really like sat down was usually accounting and computer application technology, which I was forced to. I was forced against my fucking will. So there is that. Second of all, teachers. Like, not all teachers are bad. Like, some of them were really great, especially my business and maths lit. Yeah, I take maths lit, not pure maths, because I'm not gonna fail that badly. So I took maths lit. She was a nice teacher. She was more of like a pushover, like Mr. Mackey on South Park, which I kind of felt really bad because he was really a nice teacher. But there were certain teachers that kind of, ooh, they just knew how to fucking make me mad. One example, well, on the topic of maths, well, when I was in grade 9, there was this one teacher, maths teacher. Well, all my friends know who he is. I'm not going to mention his name. But let's just say, yeah, if you weren't one of his, like, uh, teacher's pets, yeah, you're going to suffer. Mostly the girls were his teacher's pets, which was kind of sus because now looking back at it, yeah, he was acting kind of really sus. But anyways, that for another time. But yeah, and usually I did pretty bad in this test. But to be fair, everybody did. But I especially did like pretty shit. So yeah, it was not good. And all the other teachers, they were okay. Like, some days they were good, some days they were like really strict and everything, but not really something that I noticed or cared about. So yeah, it was like okay-ish. So yeah. Also, another thing that I really hate about school is those long periods or the double periods. You know what I'm talking about? The hour-long maths or a 2 hour, like 2 1 hour periods of maths on a Friday evening. That, my friends, is what we call torture. Screw those like torture videos you watch in prison. Just do a double maths period on a Friday, and you know the definition of torture. That was just pure agony. That you had to sit there. Either you have to do your homework, which you don't really want to do, or you have to look at the sums that the teachers explaining, and oh my word, like, maths. Okay, this basically is a video ranting about math, but this the sum took about like 15 minutes to explain fully, and I was just out of it. I did no, like, I genuinely wanted to pay attention, but then like 5 minutes in, I was like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna see if there's any summarization of the whole sum in like what a minute or two, because I'm not gonna listen to this whole 15 minutes thing. It's just like sucks the life out of me. So yeah, um, it's already freaking 10 minutes of me just ranting about nonsense. But yeah, I think that might be that. I'm probably gonna make a part two, but I don't know. I don't think so. But if you guys want to see a part two, let me know. I'll try and make a part two if you guys want it. But yeah, this is my first rant about nothing video. Hope you enjoyed. 10 minutes long. So monetization is good. Well, unless I say fuck a lot. So yeah. But anyways, leave a like, subscribe, and share this video so that it'll cure my demonetization drought. Well, fucking not make me depressed about the monetization. But anyways, hope you enjoy. Peace and cheers.